לעולם שהכל נהיה בדברו. One of the 10 commandments reads, לא תרצח, don't murder, don't assassinate. Rambam says, does that mean that before the Torah said that, everybody in the world was a murderer? No, he says. There were surely people who lived by a certain code of ethics. Where was that code of ethics written? Well, we don't know. Maybe there were different codes that were also elaborated before, or maybe there is a certain sense of morality that is part of our genetic composition that has to fight, of course, with other trends that we have also, because many people we see disobey what are the basic tenets of morality and ethics. So maybe the Torah was not the first one to enunciate certain principles. In the Torah itself, we find, for instance, that Adam eats a forbidden fruit. When God tells him, didn't I tell you not to eat of that fruit? Why did you do it? So Adam says, it was Eve who told me. When Eve is questioned, she says, it's the serpent who told me. Well, what is the lesson of that episode in the Torah? The lesson is that we have to be responsible for what we do. The first man learned already that he has to assume responsibility for his actions. So the Torah was not given in a vacuum. Responsibility precedes the Torah that was given on Mount Sinai. We find, for instance, that in the first appearance of man and his children, one of them rises to kill his brother. And we don't even know why. Cain kills Abel. So God says to Cain, where is your brother? And Cain famously replies, Hashomer achi anochi. Am I my brother's keeper? Maybe Cain didn't know that. But obviously the Torah is teaching us that you are your brother's keeper. Before the Torah itself was given, namely the laws of the Torah were given, you find already a certain sense of morality. You are responsible for your brother. There's another episode in the Torah. God tells Abraham, you know, I'm going to destroy 2 cities, Sodom and Amorah. And Abraham starts arguing with God. Hashofet kol haaretz lo yaseh mishpat. He who judges the entire earth is not going to do justice. There's a certain sense of justice that he attributes to God, and obviously that we have to follow that as well. But there's something else also. Why did Abraham bother with those cities? True, he had a nephew in one of them, but he didn't have a nephew in the other one. It just shows responsibility, not only for your brother, it's responsibility for society, for justice in general. So that the Torah was not given in a vacuum. There are certain principles that are part of our genetic code. This is maybe what the Torah is teaching us, and the Torah accentuates this for everybody. According to Jewish tradition, all the peoples of the world have to conduct themselves according to what is called Sheva Mitzvot B'nei Noach. 7 general principles that all of humanity was instructed to. And I know, I have many friends who are not Jewish, but some of them are very good people. I have many friends who are Jewish, and some of them are very good people. There are many good people who do not direct their lives according to the Torah, but yet they have a certain sense of morality. And what is maybe a very delicate point, sometimes even by living according to the code of the Torah, we do immoral things, things that are not right. So think about yourself. You put on tefillin every day, you eat kosher, you observe Shabbat, yet do you always treat your fellow man justly? Do you always tell the truth? Are you always sincere with them? Because there are certain things that are part of our moral composition that precede even the Torah itself.